I am super, I am crazy, I am super crazy. Bruce the Barber Beefcake here.
This is Carlito.
The legend of Sandman.
This is the Outcast Shannon Moore.
Be sure you don't miss JRM action figures right on YouTube, brother.
I'm chilling here tonight in lovely Florida with my boy Jesus.
You want to get hardcore? You want to get extreme? Well, why don't you do it on YouTube, dude, and put on JRM action figures?
Watch JRM action figures because that's cool.
Hi guys, how you guys doing today? Today's a very, very special day. Very, very special podcast. It's so special that I'm doing it in English today. And it's because I have a special guest, my good friend, Megan Harden. She is in the house. What's up, Megan? We have Megan here. And those of you who do not know Megan is a wrestling ring announcer. She currently is a ring announcer for CCW, the wrestling company based in South Florida. So, Megan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm born and raised Fort Lauderdale my entire life. I'm an only child, raised by a hardworking single mother. I have a good family. We're small, but we're big in love. I love this business. I love wrestling. You know, it's gotten me through a lot. With problems with school, with health, or anything. It was an escape for me. I didn't have to think about what was going on. So yeah, wrestling has been in my life for the majority of my life.
Wow. That is great. That is great. And I don't know about you when you were in high school, but when I was in high school, I felt like I was not the cool guy because I used to love wrestling. So
I hated high school.
I had a little.
I literally looked at it like a prison sentence.
Yeah.
I want to do my 4th get out. That's how I looked at it. But in high school, I wasn't so outward with the wrestling at that time.
Yeah.
Even though I was a huge fan, but I wasn't where I am now, like buying merch and things like that. But no, I was a fan through high school, elementary, middle, high, everything. Yeah, but I love it.
And who were your idols when you were growing up?
Oh God.
Stone Cold!
That was the first wrestler I actually saw, in wrestling capacity. I never knew it even existed. My uncle and my aunt me and my uncle we're 4 days apart, 4 years apart on the day. And we had a family function, and he was like, "Megan, come watch wrestling." And I was like, "What's that?" He said, "Just come and watch it." Next thing you know, I hear glass break, somebody with black t-shirt, shorts, and boots just talking trash. And I was like, "Oh my God, that guy sounds just like my mom. I absolutely love him." So then I was like, okay, I'm going to start watching this over and over and over.
Yes.
But that was when it was just Raw, and that's it. So if you miss Raw, you're done.
Yes.
Or what was it, Live Wire?
Yes.
That's on Saturdays. But other than that, at that time it was just Raw. Sunday Night Heat wasn't even there like maybe 2 years later. But yeah.
Yes, that's great. That's a great story. And let me ask you, when you were growing up, when did you decide or you started thinking about maybe going into the business?
Ooh. That honestly came later in my life. And I always knew I wanted to do something in entertainment. Like first I thought I wanted to be, AR at a music label. And then I thought about being a party planner. But then I want to say like 2012, that's when I was like, I really think I can do the wrestling. I really think I can. So I was going to shows, going to school and things like that. CCW, I was a fan of CCW. I was going to their shows 2018, 2019. I was going to their shows. And it literally was a whim. I followed them on Instagram, and something just said email them. And I asked them, were you looking for anyone? An announcer, an interviewer. I got a phone call 10 minutes later. So I was like, okay. And then I came in that Wednesday. It literally was boom, 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 boom. And my first show I announced was the first Bash at the Brew in February.
Wow. That is a great story.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about it right now?
I love it. It's crazy. You hear stories about when guys say it's a rush and it's like go, 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 go mode that you don't realize how long it is. And it is true. Like the first show I was there at 4. I didn't leave till 11:30, but I didn't pay attention to that because it was just like go, 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 go. And it is an adrenaline rush. And you do crash. When it's over, you crash hard. But you crash with a smile on your face when you're doing something that you absolutely love. Like I said, I love watching it and the behind the scenes. I just love this business. I do.
That is great, because to be in this business, you have to love it,
Yes.
And that is something you gotta have a passion for. Now, can you give us some names of some of the famous wrestlers that you have met throughout?
I have not met any wrestlers, but I've seen a lot. Oh gosh, Jesus. This is from Attitude Era. So I knew Taker from Ministry to Dead Man. I mean, to the biker, then back, and then Chris Noir, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, China. Recently, like Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens, and I have so many pictures. It is ridiculous, but I love the shows. I really and truly do.
And what is it about the shows that makes you a fan?
It's just exciting. I guess for me, honestly, this may sound so selfless, but I like to see the kids. When the kids see it, and then they get this glow on their face because they're actually seeing somebody that they really, really like. And for me, that touches my heart, because I know how I felt when I was a kid. And if I saw an artist or a wrestler that I like, I know how that made you feel. And that's a feeling that you'll never forget. So for me, I like looking at the kids and seeing the twinkle in their eye and be like, oh my God, I'm finally seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah.
That is so great. And CCW is a great springboard for entertainers. You have I love CCW. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love CCW, and I'm wearing the shirt right now. The microphone's covering it, but I love CCW ever since I went to the first show, because you get to see the new guys who are coming up, and then you get to see those veterans. And I've been able to see Super Crazy. Carlito was there. Huge fan of Carlito. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Sandman. All these legends, and a lot of these guys have made actually intros for me for my YouTube channel, because I have another YouTube channel which is about WWE and wrestling action figures. And you see back here those red lights. Those are my cabinets with wrestlers. I got a whole bunch of wrestlers back there.
That's cool.
Those are my babies. And I'm a huge collector. So it is a great place to go and get to meet in a more intimate level of these guys. And I'm not talking only about the veterans. That's how I met Cha-Cha Charlie. Great guy. I mean, and you guys... You guys are all about the fans, so that is very, very exciting to me. So what do you expect for the future for you?
Okay, my end goal is to be the first ever African American woman to do commentary for the WWE, but also either Bellator MMA or UFC.
Wow.
Yes.
So you like the action sports, right?
And I like it because, people have such a myth or image of what a wrestling fan looks like. And I don't fit that image, which is fine. But like I said, some people say that's kind of barbaric, MMA is kind of, but I do like it. I do like it, because now you can say you like both. 10 years ago, you couldn't say that. You either had to pick a side or just shut up.
It was a war. It would have been a war.
You could say that 10 years ago. Oh my gosh.
It would be a fight.
Maybe flatten if you said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you as an announcer, Who are those announcers that you look up to?
Ooh. Oh, wow. I like Lillian Garcia because I got to see her growth. Oh, gosh. As far as, what's his name? Who was the guy that always did edges when he would sometimes get hoarse? What was his name? Dang it. I can't think of it. But Howard Finkel. But most importantly for interview styles, Megan. I liked how he had a personality and how he adapted. And it didn't feel like an interview. It felt like a conversation. And yeah, we knew from the outside looking in, he knew these people, but still it seemed authentic. He seemed like somebody you can just sit and have dinner with and talk and just have a conversation. So interview styles, I would love, that was somebody I looked up to most definitely.
Wow. That is great. Now, let's do a little tryout, right? Let's do a little trial right here. That's what we're here for, right? We're going to have fun. So, in one corner, you have, let me think, your man Stone Cold. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
In the other corner, you have Randy Orton.
Oh, geez.
I want you to introduce them to me. This is the main event at WrestleMania.
They're a viper and a rattlesnake. Okay. So which one am I introducing first?
You choose. I think Stone Cold's the bigger star, so let's start with Randy.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And we have the main event ready for you. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri. He is a 14-time heavyweight champion, and he is the Viper, Randy Orton.
Yeah! That is great.
Representing Victoria, Texas, coming in, and he has been the 6-time WWE champion. He is a 2009 Hall of Famer. He has tagged with the best. Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and don't forget the 2-man battle trip, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah! You made me a fan right here, Megan. You just made me a huge fan. I feel like I was in the audience there. And let me tell you, because you were putting some good content in Instagram. And I hear you, you doing you promoting the shows and stuff like that. You have a great voice. You do have a great voice, and
I hate my voice.
Yeah, and you have great intonation to your voice, and it's really, really, really nice and sweet to hear because the excitement that you project that relates to the fans, and I'm a fan, so it relates to me. I'm a huge fan. So that is something that is amazing. I mean, and not only in the wrestling world, but like you said, MMA. You go out there and you announce like that. Oh my God, you're gonna get everybody just ready to fight.
My friends have said that when they saw the promo, they were like, "We need to sign up." I'm like, y'all need to stop.
Yes.
Y'all need to stop. No, but I like doing the promos because, like I said, it does put content on my page, and I want to be different. I know that people put the flyer up, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like everybody else. I already stick out like a sore thumb. I might as well stick out even more. And like I said, it's content on my page, and I'm able to see myself get better with it as time goes on. So it's been getting a good response, especially the last one. So I'm very happy and excited, and happy about the feedback.
That is so great. Now, let me ask you another question. Have you ever thought of possibly becoming a manager?
The opportunity was presented to me, and I thought about it, but this is the one thing that shows you I'm into this too deep. If I manage someone, okay, let's just say hypothetically, let's say I manage Cha-Cha.
Yeah.
I can't interview them, nor could I interview his opponent, his future opponent, or somebody he's facing. So then that limits it to who I can and can't. So, but if it was presented to me and it was the right time, I would think about it. It would have to be something that's so organic and it just comes together.
That is a great answer. Because I didn't even think about that. You know, when you mentioned if you managing Cha-Cha, for example, shout outs to Cha-Cha, that's my boy. And and you're managing Cha-Cha and you cannot do interviews with him or whoever's wrestling with him or against him. That is, I didn't even think about that. It didn't even cross my mind. You blew my mind saying that. But let me tell you, I think if and that's just me as a fan, I will buy you as a manager. I think a lot of the guys they have the in-ring talent and they need mic skills, and that is a lost art.
Yeah.
And being a manager, oh my God, I will buy into you being a manager, such as you don't have
being a heel or a face though.
What was that?
A heel or a face.
That's what I was gonna get to. I can see you as a heel.
Really?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And let me tell you, you have a different voice because she had a graspy voice and you have a sweet voice. But the way you present your voice, you remind me of Sensational Sherry a little bit. You know, when you're speaking, because it's just the attitude that comes out of you. You know, when you are speaking and how you believe it. When I used to watch Sensational Sherry, I used to believe her. Of course, she was always over the top screaming, "Ah!" You're not doing any of that, but I believe you when I'm listening to you. And that is something, because Sensational Sherry, I thought she was a crazy woman growing up because I believe what she was.
Yeah.
And I think I can buy that from you. If you manage somebody who's a straight a-hole and you the voice, you're gonna get the heat, and I think you can do a good job there.
Okay.
You know?
I'll do it. If like I said, if the opportunity presented itself, I wouldn't mind being a heel.
Yeah.
But could you play the best opposite of you? Because I really can't see myself yelling at somebody for no reason.
You know what? And let me tell you, the fan base at CCW is a very loyal fan base, and I'm going this way because that what you mentioned, that you couldn't see yourself screaming at people. There's one lady in all your shows.
No, he's talking about.
You know who I'm talking about? She got the short hair, the glasses.
No, he's talking about.
She gets to people's faces.
She is a queen heckler.
Yes, she's great.
She's great. Oh yeah, she brings that heat, and I like the fact that she's such a good sport about it.
Yes,
she don't take it personally, and they know. I've even said that when I did the announcement. I said, look, I know some of y'all I'm announcing are heels, and I know we cool outside of it. But if y'all want to mess with me, I don't care. Yeah. I will not take it personally. I will go to bed laughing and go to sleep and wake up like nothing happened. So I don't take it personally. So I tell them all the time, like, y'all want to mess with me? I don't care.
There you go.
I don't. We'll talk about it and laugh about it on Monday.
Yeah, that is great. And I think that you being that way is just gonna help you out more. Because you in a business that, you know, they heckle a lot. You know, they're gonna bother you. They're gonna pick on you. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna try you to see how much they can push you and how far. So that is great, and it's a great attribute of you, not taking things personally. It'll be hard for me. It'll be really, really hard for me because I try not to take things personally, but if it's consistent. I start getting mad.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I had to tell my mom. I said, "Mom, look, somebody may mess with me, so please don't go in the parking lot and wait to fight somebody." So she just calmed down. But my aunt was rubbing her leg like, "Joyce, this is Megan. She got this. Don't worry about it." And I had to do. I was like, look at her like, "Not this, Mom. It's okay." Yeah, but once I explained to her, she was fine. She was like, "Okay, as long as you're fine, then I'm fine."
That is so great. This is a great conversation, Megan. To tell you the truth, it's a great conversation. And for those of you who don't know, Megan and I just met, you know, a couple of days ago through Instagram. This is the first time we are face to face, and we're clicking, my friend. We're clicking. You're doing great. Now tell me a little bit about CCW and who you know who do you have the most fun working with there?
Oh God.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I know. I know. What? I know. Dang it. I'm being honest. I like everybody. I really do. But Jackal will always have a soft spot in my heart because he was the first one to give me an opportunity to do an interview.
Wow.
That was the interview that got me noticed.
Okay.
And it was funny how it happened. I announced one time in the ring, like I was practicing. He said, "Come here." I'm like, "Oh my God, what did I just do?" And so we literally did an interview on the spot. At the time, he was like the 24/7 champion, and Nick got into it, and we died laughing, and it got a great, great, great response.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, Jackal, I will always have a special place in my heart for him. That he gave me a chance.
That
He
is so
did,
great.
but I love the people that, like I said, Nelio and Ariel and, Cha Cha, Chris Farrow, everybody, Will, he's amazing. Even some of the ones that come in and out. I finally got the chance to meet Sebastian. Like I was following him a month prior
Yes.
to us meeting. And then when we finally met, I was like, "Hi, my name's Megan." He's like, "You're Megan." And yeah. He was like, "I thought you were gonna come here today. I've been wanting to meet the girl that kept posting me." So yeah, I followed him and Manny and Michael Elray, Blanco. I follow a lot of the people that come, in and out, and then stay in. But the talent there is really, really good. Bugs, I have a soft spot in my heart for him too. Bugs
Yes.
Moran, I always have a soft spot. So yeah, I like everybody there. I really, truly do.
That's a great story with Sebastian. That's a really, really good story. He knew you, right? that must have felt great. And let me tell you a story about Jackal. The Jackal is a fun-loving guy, and you can tell right away. The first show that we went to for CCW was, I think it was a year and a half ago. And when we went to the show, before the matches, we were the first one there. And before the match, the event started, he was sitting in the ring with some of the other wrestlers. And he just saw us there. We were in ringside just sitting. And he started calling my kids. Yeah, he started calling my kids. And put them in the ring and sat with them, start taking pictures, playing with them. And that's him. And then the funny thing is, he's a heel in the show. So then when the show started, he came to us and started screaming on my wife's face. My wife started screaming back.
That's the joke. Like, really?
I have
a story to tell you. It's funny.
Yeah.
Agony, I love him too. When I did the first show, my mom was coming and she saw Agony and she said, "Hey, my daughter Megan Harden, she's announcing. Is she inside?" But Agony was in character. So all he could do was nod. My dad gonna say, "Joyce, what the heck did you just do?" Now, if our child come up missing, we know who did it. Agony not gonna hurt y'all. I'm from. He's not gonna hurt you. He's not. But I just thought that was hilarious. I said, "You really don't?" I said, "Okay."
Well,
I said, "Okay." That was funny. That was hilarious.
He is a scary guy.
Yes.
He's an intimidating guy, especially with the mask and everything. Very intimidating.
Walking, how he walks so slow. It just ties everything together. And I like it. I don't find it scary because when Jackal won the title, I was actually doing the ring gear, giving the title back. Him and Jackal, they have a tag team.
Yes.
And so I'm holding the title and he takes it from me. So when it's over, he says, "You're not supposed to be smiling. I'm supposed to be scary. Why are you smiling at me?" He said he was smiling in his mask. I said, "Oh, okay, next time I'll scare." Okay, I got it. So I was scared. But I was just playing along. I didn't know I was supposed to be scared.
Of course. This is a great story. Megan, please tell the audience where they can find you.
Okay, I am on Facebook. You can look me up, Megan Harden. I'm also on Instagram. It's meg.never.stop.fighting. So you can find me on those two platforms. for business or bookings or anything like this, feel free to contact me. I'm very open to working with people and getting the visibility, as much visibility as I can.
Very good. And let me ask you a question, because I was going to ask you this question earlier, but I was waiting for you to, speak up on your social medias and your contact. Megan never stops fighting. Where does that come from?
I've been through a lot in my life. I want to say within my life, I've had 16 surgeries, but between 2018 and 2020, I've had 9. So that's where the name comes from. I don't stop fighting. I may bend, but I don't break. So everything that I do, I'm going to fight for it, especially if I know that it's a good intention. So that's where the name comes from. I don't stop fighting. That's why it befits, especially right now. I want this. I'm not stopping. No one is stopping me from getting my dream. So I suggest you move to the side so I can do what I need to do.
Megan, that is a beautiful, beautiful story to tell. And it just made me cherish that name so much more. I believe in you.
Thank you.
I love your attitude, your character. You're very relatable.
Thank you.
And you're very likable. Okay.
Thank you.
No, I'm being that serious. I'm not just speaking because you're here. Because when we talked about possibly doing this interview, I don't do English interviews, and I did it because when I saw you, I said I'm gonna interview her because I want to get to know her because she's so likable. So
thank you.
And that comes from the heart. I want to thank you for everything you're doing, and don't ever. And I'm glad don't ever stop fighting, not for anybody. Okay. and
Joyce ain't raised no punk.
There you go. There you go. And you are blessed, my friend. You are blessed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Well, Megan, I'm gonna have to cut this meeting here, right? This interview here. But just know the doors are always open for you. Whoever want to come back, you want to announce something, promote anything, we are here for you. Okay?
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime. So, guys, there it is. The great Megan Harden. She wears a CCW right now. Do not miss her all over summer because CCW is going to have events all over summer.
Yes, we have a show this Friday.
You have the show this Friday. Where's it at?
So this Friday, it's going to be at the CC Arena, 1411 Northwest 30th Ave. Get your tickets at ccwrestlingfl.com. Every first of the month, we're at Branded Brewery, Bash at the Brew. This upcoming May the 1st, we already have a lineup so far. We have, I think, Alex Ocean and Will Austin. We're going to do a part 2. Jake St. Patrick is going to be there. Of course, they're getting tag team titles on the line with the South American Alliance, with Melio and Ariel against Cha-Cha and Vince. So that's going to be good.
That's going to be good.
That's going to be good. This Friday is really going to be good. Jackal, he's put his title on the line against Nick the Wrangler. For the first time, we're going to see the Cruiserweight champion, Chris Farrell. He's going to go one-on-one with Stefan Rivero. I meant it when I said on my Instagram, wear comfortable shoes because this match is going to have you on your feet. I put my stamp on that. These two boys, these two men, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We have Vic Arson. He's going against Andy. He's going to get Big English, and also Larry is going to be facing Cha-Cha. If Larry loses, this is his last match. But if he wins, he does get a title opportunity. And speaking of title, the set champion Santos will be there. He's going to be facing Alex Ocean. So yeah, Friday, stacked. May 1st, stacked. We're not playing no games.
Hey, and I'm betting on Cha-Cha all the way. That's my boy. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Megan. It was a pleasure having you, and I hope you enjoy yourself. You keep growing, and
Thank you.
Anytime, sweetheart. Guys, this is the great Megan Harden. I will leave her social media in the comments in the description, So just feel free to click on it and follow her.
Yes.
Megan Harden is in the house. CCW is in the house. Now, here on Jae R Podcast. So now it will be till next time. So, peace.
Bye.